Hey guys, and welcome to PJ's Coin Capers. So this is Look What I Found, episode 18, and this is probably maybe a bit over a week's worth of looking, and this is what I've kept. So let's go through it from the back top. So I've kept a nice high-grade Royal Visit Year 2000. It's the only one with this particular effigy on it, and being in the grade that this one is, I've decided to keep it. So, yep, quite happy with that one. Managed to find 3 of the Marbos, which is good. I actually did a 50-cent coin roll hunt that I recorded during the week, but I actually never put it, made it go live. So I do have a fair few 50-cent coins that I've kept. A couple of 1979 and 1980 double bars. Did find a couple of these robe cuds. I'll probably keep this one. I won't probably keep the other one there, but this one was in nice high grade, so I decided to keep it. So it's from 2005, and I think we've pointed this out a number of times, but there's a little cud, and I think this is probably the most common cud out of all cuds that I find. This little cud here. So it's on the bottom of the robe, and therefore referred to as the robe cud. So I haven't looked up what they're actually worth, but certainly if you find them in high grade, they're worth hanging on to, but don't keep too many of them. A couple of state coins. This one I probably won't keep. I'll see. It's a little bit dirty. It's a South Australian one, so for me it's a little bit more scarce than the other states, but just with these markings and stuff on it, I don't know if it'll rub off or not, but if it will clean up a little bit, I might be able to keep it because it's not in bad condition, and certainly worth more than 50 cents. And the other state 50-cent coin was the WA, which was not a bad one either. So I keep each and every one of these unless they're in really poor grade. With a mintage of around 2.3 million. It's amazing still how many I find of each of those ones. Just the 2 state coins from the 20-cent range this week. So this is a New South Wales one. Certainly the state coins from the 20-cent range are much more difficult to find. So this is the Western Australian one. I've got plenty of these ones, find heaps of them. So for me, this one's got a bit of a cut through it, so that's a bit disappointing. I hadn't noticed that before, but probably a Stanley knife was on the end of a roll, and some bank employee has gone and opened it up. A nice high-grade 1980 20-cent coin. I try to keep all coins that are of high grade, that really are well and truly before the year 2000. If they're in really nice high grade, I'll keep them, and this one's certainly a keeper because I don't make them like this anymore. Now this is going to be a little bit like, wow, you only just got one, but this is my first 2019 20-cent coin that's made its way to me, and I know a lot of you have been finding these for a very long time, and this is the first one. It's not even that great condition, but it's the first one. So for me, I finally got one, but that will no doubt get replaced when I do find some better ones. This guy turned up in my hunting this week in the 10-cent rolls. So what year is this one? 2001. So this is a 2001 quarter. It's a state coin from North Carolina, and it's the first flight. So that one, I keep all these US coins. So it's just a copper-clad coin. I found one. It's the only 10-cent coin I found really this week. An 85, so nice low mintage 10-cent coin, and 2 million from memory. So they're a keeper. Then we start going through the dollar coins. I found two 2018 Mob of Ruse. I'm still keeping all those until we find out the mintage, probably in November. A couple of 2019, I think they're both S coins, so Mob of Ruse. These are, it's a 2017 and a 2018 100-year Ransack. I find them fairly difficult to come across. I certainly find a lot more 2016 and 2014, and 2014 is the highest mintage out of that lot, but the 17 and 18 are fairly low mintage, so not as low as the 2015, which I do keep most of those as well. Did fairly well this week on the 2014 Mob of Ruse, so I found 3 of those this week, and with a mintage of just over 1 million. These are a nice low mintage coin and certainly worth more than face value. And if you can find them in high grade, it's great. They're starting to show a bit of wear now they've been in circulation for 5 years. What do we got here? This was this is a missing leg. So this is a 2015 missing leg. And if we look underneath the roo, grab my little pointer. Underneath here, there is no resemblance of a leg underneath that roo, and there are varying degrees of this one. So sometimes you'll just see some slight little outline that there may be a leg there, but this one here, it's clearly not there. No matter how I shine it in the light, I cannot see it. So for me, this one was still in fairly high grade, and they are fairly common. I wouldn't say that they're rare, but certainly if you can find them in a decent grade and there's no resemblance of any leg there, well then grab it, because these will get more and more difficult to come across in higher grades, so they'll be certainly worth more to new collectors in the future if they want one. Alright. So the next coin, so a few of these I found during, we did a $1 coin roll hunt during the week, and this was one of them. So this is a 2016 rabbit ear, and it's a nice big chunky one, and you can also see lines on there, so you can see that there's markings from someone's fingerprint, which you can't rub off. It's there now, which does affect the grading of the coin. And its saleability, but it's a 2016, but it is a nice big chunky rabbit ear, fairly common. There are quite a few different varieties of rabbit ears in the 2016 Mob of Ruse. And what do we got here? Oh yeah, another little rabbit ear, small little rabbit ear on the top kangaroo there. And this one here is a 2008, which is another common year. But I'm really slowing down on the number of rabbit ears that I'm finding, so I've kept this one, and it's not in a bad condition either. This was the 1984. We think it was originally a proof coin, and that's why it's got that effect there. I probably won't keep this one, but just because it doesn't add any value to me, and I've got some nicer ones than this one, so I'm going to chuck that back into circulation. Just the one, well, still happy to find it, but it's not in the best of grade, but it's a 1972 5-cent coin, second lowest mintage, and yeah, a few dollars worth in that coin there. Tough to find, usually one in every $100, but I've probably done about maybe $100 worth in the last sort of couple of weeks of 5-cent coins, and I've found 3 of them. So my hit rate has been a little bit higher. Now I've kept this coin aside purely because it is post-mint damage. Okay, so this one here, I've had a few people asking questions in relation to coins that look similar to this. This has been hit by a grinder. Someone has mucked around with it. It hasn't come from the mint like this, so it is just post-mint damage. Okay, so things like this, things that you can see that people can easily replicate and make themselves. If that's the case, it's certainly not going to be a mint error. All right, so that one there will be going back in a sec. Found heaps of these. I think I found 8 or 9 of the 2016 5-cent changeover coin. Now these are the lowest minted 5-cent coin. So I keep each and every one of these, and I've probably pulled, I don't know, maybe 400 or 500 of these out of circulation, and then I have many in bags as well. But I keep each and every one of these because I think these in the future will certainly be worth a lot more than 5 cents, which they are now. And in uncirculated grade, they're sort of selling. I've seen them sell for anywhere between $1 and $3. So well worth hanging on to for some future investment. 2011 $2 coin, and I keep each and every one of these as well. And 1.8 million. So nice low mintage, certainly the lowest mintage of the Aboriginal elder coins. So certainly a keeper. This was one I had in the episode 17, but I've found another one. So this is a 2013, and I spoke about it last time, just being sort of a weak strike or something may have been on the die, and there's certainly some lettering and numbering. Certainly the 13 is more difficult to read. So this is an error coin, and this one is showing a little bit of wear, but it's certainly still an error coin, so I'm keeping that one aside. So that's a Aboriginal Elder $2 coin, 2013. And just to finish off for today, we've just got the two coloured coins this week, and they were both from the Mr. Squickle range. Alright guys, hope you've enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Hit the subscribe button, which will be on the screen right now. And if you want to keep learning more, there's plenty of videos to go through if you're unfamiliar with the channel. But I look forward to putting more videos out very soon. Alright guys, thanks for watching.